Hey guys, I'm Max. So basically today I'm going to be talking about bird traps. How to make them, how to set them, and I'm going to show you some of mine. So basically there's a few different reasons why you want to make a bird trap. First one is that you would want to, just catch them for fun, which I don't really know. Second one is you want to eat them. Or third, you just want to catch them and keep them, maybe breed them, things like that. Me personally, I'm actually, the two traps I have set up now are for mourning doves. And it's not the mourning like, oh, good morning. It's the mourning of someone at a funeral. And that's a common misconception. Whenever people type in mourning dove, they usually spell it like mourning. But basically, yeah. So I'm going to be showing you guys 3 different traps you can do, and I drew them down here on paper. I'm not going to show them to you. So 2 of them are kind of complicated, and 1 is really, really simple. First one is right here. What it is, basically you have your box. This is a live trap, FYI. These are all live traps. You have your box, whatever, here. So what you're going to do is you need 2 sticks. And basically, I find it's easy. You just get 1 stick and then cut it. It's pretty simple. And then you're going to put this on top. You're going to have a piece of, I recommend something such as either fishing line or something like yarn, like really skinny yarn or string. Anyway, you're going to hook it up to either the top or the bottom stick, it depends. You're going to run it up into the back of the cage. And you're going to have it come down here, and you're going to put your bait. I recommend taking, figure here's your string, a little tiny stick, that way you can put your bait on there. Okay. Basically what happens, try to draw a bird. That's a really bad bird. Anyway, Mr. Bird walks in here, and then you want to throw some food, maybe on the ground. He walks in here, sees this, goes for it. Whenever he pulls down on it, this is going to fall down, and then he can't get out. That's in theory, at least. I've run into a lot of Houdini birds, especially if it's not weighted down on top. Second one is very, very similar, yet a little bit different. This one, I will say right now, works amazing if you're going after large birds, if that makes sense. If you're going after things like pheasant or maybe large pigeons or something like that. Basically, I like it because of the fact that they go in here, especially if it's kind of like a tall bird, and they grab it and they try to eat it. Now, I will say if you're going for things like pheasants, I know a lot of people, I'm not even going to try to write. Basically, if you're going for wild birds, if you will, like grouse or pheasants, something large, I'd recommend using some berries. I can't spell. Just look up. But anyway, use some berries. Okay, for smaller birds, use birdseed, and just really bread works amazing too. So this is the next trap. Basically, you're going to do the same thing with the stick. Okay, same thing. But this time, you're going to use the string. You're going to tie it off to each end. You want it. My opinion is you want it about this tall, so about 1 inch off the ground. You're going to tie it to the sides, and you're going to tie it to the bottom stick. What's going to happen is then you're going to put your food down here on the bottom, and the bird is going to. I'm not even going to. I'll try. Looks like a person with wings. Anyway, bird's going to come in, and he's going to start eating, and eating, and eating. And he's going to trip this. This is going to fall down. Now, this is probably the easiest, and possibly, depending on what you're going after, can be extremely effective. This is simply just a stick with a bait stick and a box with food on the end. Basically, you're going to have 2 sticks. You're going to have one, which is the bait stick or the trigger stick. And then you're going to have your little support stick underneath. You're going to have your box on top. This can really catch anything. And yeah. So, I'm going to show you my 2 traps I have set up right now. Neither of them are sprung. But anyway, yes. Here's my first one, right here. I'm going to try to open up this window a little bit. Anyway, this is it. I'm using the top one, and there's a piece of bread with peanut butter and some sunflower seeds, and then it has a brick on top. That's the simple trigger stick. My other one's over there. Essentially, it's the same thing. So basically, what you get is the bird comes in, and you can even see the bait down there, right on the side of the duct tape, filling the brick on top. Anyway, what happens is they come in, and they'll start eating the seeds that I threw down there. And then what they do is they see it, and they'll either do two things. They'll either A, sit on the stick, which will cause it to fall, or B, they'll go after the little bird right there. Anyway, they'll go after the bread, the bait that's on there, and they'll pull down on there trying to eat it, and it'll fall. Simple as that. They can't really get out because the brick is on top, and it keeps everything pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So, I'm Max. This is my first video for this channel. This is basically just going to be kind of, I don't know if you consider it a vlog channel or not, but basically it's just stuff on there too. Like this, I'm going to have some like farming things, like kind of like breeding rabbits and everything, show you guys my reptiles. I go hunting, fishing, do a lot of cool stuff. So thanks guys, hope you enjoyed this. I'm Max. See you guys later.